What's up, guys? Who's excited for Suicide Squad? That's right, everybody in the world, even Batman.
It's very important that I see this movie.
If nothing else, it's awesome because we are getting our first big screen version of Harley Quinn, who is stealing the spotlight amongst the team. So we all know she's the Joker's main puddin', but there's a lot more to the character beyond the movie. So let's dig into her history and make sure you know everything you need to about Harley Quinn before seeing Suicide Squad. This is Know It All. Obviously, after over 20 years of comic, video game, and series appearances, I can't possibly go through every piece to Harley's story. So I'm going to be focusing on the big picture and looking at what parts of her story have shaped her the most as a character. Harley Quinn was first introduced in the Batman animated series, later transitioning to the comics. She's known for her red and black jester costume, devotion to the Joker, and big mallet, and even her name, Harley Quinn. Harlequin? It's another word for clown. Her first on-screen appearance is in the episode Joker's Favor, created as a sidekick for the Joker. She's mostly seen in disguise as a policewoman, not really in her trademark costume. She was originally intended as a one-off character, but became popular, recurring in many episodes of the show. And the actual creation of the character has an interesting story as well. Writer Paul Dini based the look and even some aspects of her personality on a friend of his, Arlene Sorkin, an actress on Days of Our Lives. One day, Dini was watching a VHS of a particular episode where Sorkin dressed up as a clown in a dream, and used this as the basis for Harley. It's cool because Sorkin even plays Harley in the show, giving her that very distinct voice. As her popularity grew, Harley started showing up in the comics. Her first actual appearance is in Batgirl Day 1, but her origin is first adapted in the comic Mad Love, later redone in a new Batman Adventures episode. And through flashbacks, we learn how Harleen Quinzel became Harley Quinn. We see Harleen as a psychology student who seduced her way into getting a job at Arkham Asylum. Her intent is to take advantage of Gotham's most infamous villains at her house there to propel her to fame as a psychologist. She becomes fascinated with and ultimately falls for Batman's biggest baddie, the Joker. Their relationship develops as Joker convinces her that he is not a bad guy, but a victim of society, with no doubt manufactured tales of his tragic childhood and never-ending battle with the Bat. Later, Joker escapes from Arkham while under Harley's watch. He returns a week later after tangling with Batman, brutally beaten up. When Harleen sees Joker's injuries, she is pushed over the edge, and this leads to her donning the famous jester costume and is now Harley Quinn, Joker's ever-faithful girlfriend. Generally, their relationship is emotionally abusive, and Harley is seen quite submissive due to being blinded by her romantic feelings for him. However, this was all in the Batman animated universe, not the main DC canon. Her appearance in the main canon didn't happen until 1999 in Batman Harley Quinn, where we were given a slightly retooled version of her origin, tying in the earthquake that was a big story at the time in the comics. She is discovered by Poison Ivy in the remains of a rocket. Harley recounts how she got there, and we learn that Joker wanted to dispose of her, unwilling to deal with the feelings he has for her. After hearing her story, Ivy offers Harley a drink that makes her immune to Ivy's touch, as well as boosting her strength, agility, and providing invulnerability to toxins. Ivy wants to help Harley get revenge on the Joker and Batman for what they've done. This would be the first of many team-ups for these two in the comics and animated series, including later in a possibly romantic relationship. Harley had other comic appearances after this, but got her first solo series in 2000. The comic explored Harley's relationship with the Joker further, and in the first issue, she disguises herself as Poison Ivy to break him out of prison. We also learn in issue number 8 of the comic that Harley had a relationship in college with Guy Kopsky, whose suicide started her obsession with the Joker. The series ends with Harley plagued by increasing mental illness, including a separate version of herself created in her mind. She reaches the breaking point of what she can handle and checks herself into Arkham Asylum. Her next ongoing featured role was in Gotham City Sirens. In this series, Harley, Poison Ivy, and Catwoman form a team in order to look out for each other. Yes, this actually happens. The three most popular DC ladies join forces. Why isn't this a movie yet? I don't know, maybe DC doesn't like money. This series further establishes her backstory, revealing in issue 7 that she was born and raised in Brooklyn, and detailing her family for the first time. Her mom is constantly berating her dad is a con man, and her older brother has 2 kids and lives at home. And we find out she went into psychology in the first place to better understand her troubled family. Eventually, she betrays the other Sirens in an attempt to kill the Joker, and as a result, they go their separate ways. And the cancellation of this series leads directly into the New 52 reboot of DC's entire universe. In her New 52 incarnation, Harley is given a quite substantial makeover. She now has hair dyed half red and half black, invoking the jester hat of her previous costume. She's seen in much more revealing outfits and has bleached skin due to falling in a vat of acid in an incident involving the Joker. After a falling out between them, Harley goes on a murderous rampage, attempting to seek justice for the Joker's imprisonment. But Black Canary steps in and captures her, leading to Harley being forcefully inducted into the Suicide Squad. They are a team of skilled but expendable villains from Batman's rogue gallery that can be dispatched to tend with high-risk missions. Or, you probably saw the trailer, Harley has a tumultuous relationship with the team, constantly flip-flopping her alliances, all in the name of fun. She also still harbors feelings for the presumed dead Joker. He returns in the Batman comics Death of the Family storyline storyline, forcing Harley to be involved in a scheme to take down Batman. In the end, Batman demands to know where Joker is, but Harley is broken down, replying through tears that Joker is no longer the man she fell in love with. Then in 2013, Harley was given her own solo comic under the New 52 banner, and we were given a very different side to the character. She's disconnected from the Joker completely and is portrayed as more of an anti-hero. Her entire backstory has been overhauled as well, and she now is part of a Coney Island roller derby team, in addition to returning to psychology under her old name. After reuniting with Poison Ivy and briefly teaming up with Power Girl, she forms a crime-fighting team, the Gang of Harleys, to face off against Captain Strong, a superpowered sea captain that is a bizarre homage to Popeye. This comic is still in publication, and earlier this year she encountered the Joker for the first time in this series. Beyond what I've mentioned, she has popped up in a bunch of other places, and of course in the Arkham series of video games, but her story in that would require its own video. Chronologically in her story, the furthest we've seen with Harley Quinn is in the movie Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker. During a flashback, we see a fight with Batgirl and she falls into a pit and seems to die. But later in the movie and chronologically, she's revealed to be alive. She's seen much older and has two granddaughters known as the Didi twins, who have inherited Grandmom's love of the Joker, joining the future Joker's gang inspired by the original baddie. But the thing is, none of this is in the big screen DC universe. It has its own separate continuity. I'm sure in Suicide Squad we'll get a new version of the character's backstory, including at least the main elements of being a psychiatrist at Arkham and falling for the Joker. No matter what, it should be awesome. Alright, so that's it for this edition of Know It All. If you have any suggestions for other characters you'd like to see, let me know down in the comments. Also, make sure to like us on Facebook. There's only a few more days left to enter our giveaway. Thanks for watching, guys, and make sure to subscribe to FoundFlix.